What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about the final book in the Prison Healer trilogy, The Blood Traitor by Lynette Noni. I'm absolutely in love with this series. I think this series was a 10 out of 10 from start to finish. I loved The Blood Traitor. I think it did such an amazing job wrapping everything up. I loved the pacing with it. I loved the drama. I loved how everything fell into place. And I'm saying all of this right off the bat because as I was reading it, I was very aware that this book does a lot of things that I normally don't like. So by this point in the story, like, everything has gone wrong for Kiva. Like, she's back in Zalendov. She has her magic. It's now been exposed to everybody. She's betrayed Jaren. She's betrayed everybody that she loves. And she's in a very, very dark place. And I love that in this book, you really see her pull herself out of it, and she doesn't do it alone. Like, she has Cresta, she has Ashlyn, we get to meet General Ashlyn, like, that was so awesome, but she has them, she has Keldon, like, everybody helps her rediscover who she is and finally figure herself out. And the emotional payoff, like, it is such a good slow burn to her building back these relationships, especially with Jaren. The emotional payoff of how long it takes you to get there and the work that is put in just absolutely blew me away. Now, I say that this book does a lot of things that I normally wouldn't like, and that is that we go to so many places. We go to every single country on the map. There's fast travel that is introduced so we can get there really quickly. Like, all of our characters are together. A lot of them are doing a lot of things. There's a lot going on. Like, Kiva is very much in her feels. Like, she is kind of annoying main character who's, like, suffering and whiny and whatever. And, like, there is a trope at the very, very end that I'm not going to reveal because it is a spoiler. And normally all of these things mixed together in a book, I'd be like, why? What are we doing? What's going on here? But I am just so invested in these characters, and I think that's why it all works, because Lynette Noni built these characters and she makes you care. She makes you so invested. Like, I am so invested in Kiva's story. Like, just seeing her get thrown back into this prison and then seeing her deal with these different trials as she's going throughout the book, wondering, you know, what's gonna become of her when it's all said and done. Like, is she gonna get back together with Jaren? Like, what's gonna become of her magic? Is she going to, you know, go to school and become a healer? Like, there's so many things up in the air, and I just found myself really and truly caring about that. And on top of that, I mentioned in another video, like, I love Jaren. I think he's like a quintessential book boy. I really, really love his character. And in this book, I think he gets a lot of complexity added to him because he has this big betrayal that's done to him, and that's not forgiven lightly. He is given the space to be angry and to be upset. Like, Kiva has to earn that back, and I really, really loved seeing that. I am giving this book an A-, and that is because of the big thing that happens at the end that I'm kind of like, I wish it could have happened differently. But also, I wish more had been given to Kiva and her sister. Like, Zulika, to me, was like the big bad of the story, but in the end, it was really still like the king from like the neighboring lands and like the war and all that kind of stuff. So I wish it had focused back in just a little bit more on that family drama in the final moments. Not to say that it doesn't, I'm not giving anything away. It's just, I wish that could have been a little bit more of a focal point. But overall, like, I think the series was absolutely amazing. I think the first book is still my favorite. That's one that I think could exist in isolation. I could read that over and over and it's just so good. Because you get into the Gilded Cage and all that pain and anxiety gets introduced, but this was such a good follow-up to that because you do get to repair those relationships, you get to come out of that hole, and seeing where Kiva ends up by the end of it was just very, very special. So personally, I absolutely love the series. I do recognize that it's probably not going to be for everybody. You have to really latch onto these characters emotionally to, I think, have it really pay off in the end. But I am giving The Blood Traitor an A-, and I'm excited to see what Lynette Noni is gonna do next. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Top Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.